deal with the anxious attachment. For anybody who is of anxious attachment, let me break it down to you. Anxious attachment people grew up in a household where their parents were inconsistent with the love. The parents were oftentimes given love based upon performance of the child. So if you grew up in a household, you might have had both parents, maybe one, but that parent loved you or showed you love when you performed. So you were cooking, cleaning, washing dishes, or whether you got good grades and you were the golden child, whether you were quiet and you just made sure you did everything your mom ever said or your dad ever said. You know, maybe your parents even split and you were just trying to keep the peace between the two parents and you were trying to hold on to both of them, right? So you're trying to be the golden child. Or maybe it was a case of, you know, you were really good at sports and you were an amazing sports person, and that's where you saw the love of your parent consistently come through, or at least inconsistently come through for you. And so you measure your love through performance. And so now when you are dating, you date people and try to put your best foot forward by serving them and showing them that you're valuable, because that's what you witnessed as a child. So the anxious person can interpret silence as a threat, because the anxious person gets triggered by silence. The anxious person believes that when somebody's silent, they're plotting and planning to run away. Because they're used to the inconsistency, any sign of abandonment, which can mean silence, they're going to be triggered by. And you know you're doing way too much, because by the end of the relationship, you're exhausted. You're always exhausted. You always recognize way too late that you are tired and you are overused. And it's because you've constantly been in a position where you're trying to prove that you're worthy of people's love. So here are some beliefs that you might have. If I don't act fast, I'm going to lose somebody. If I don't stay close to them, they're going to pull away. If I'm not always on top of them, then they will not do what I want them to do. I have to micromanage, because if I don't get involved, people won't do as what needs to be done. Okay? All right? If they pull back or they pull away, then it must be my fault. I must have done something wrong. And so I must be able to fix it. Okay? So some of the things that you might do in real life are overthinking, spiraling. Okay? Some of you spiral and you overthink way too much. You need constant reassurance. Tell me that you love me. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you like me. Tell me that you still love me. You know, I just need to know. And all of this can be part of the reassurance that you actually need, okay? And you struggle with sitting still. You struggle with being still. You struggle with being in one place at one time, because you're always having to multitask and do several things at once, because you need to be proving yourself worthy. And so actually, you've been invisible for so long due to inconsistent love from parents and performative love by performing, that you've learned that being visible is to perform.